Celebrating Jacksonville's bicentennial, even though a group of people petitioned for the city's name back in 1822, name wasn't officially approved until 10 years later.
It's such an interesting history, right? So News4Jax reporter Ashley Harding is joining us now live. And Ashley, you spoke with a woman whose distant relative was one of the men who actually requested that name.
You know, Jennifer, I think you're right. It is a very interesting history. And Sheril Whitehouse is a seventh-generation Jacksonville Floridian, and her relative was among the 61 people who signed that petition. She is very proud of this family connection and of the city as a whole. From childhood memories at Neptune Beach to college life at UNF, Sheril Whitehouse is deeply rooted in the River City. Though she currently lives in Tennessee, she's still all about Jacksonville.
Well, it's home. I love Jacksonville. Anytime something on the news comes on, oh, it's Jacksonville, my mom and I stop and have to watch.
One thing Whitehouse has been watching closely are plans for the city's upcoming bicentennial celebration. It turns out her great-great-great-great-grandfather had a hand in Jacksonville taking on its identity. Literally a hand. His name was David Solomon Hill Miller.
He signed everything. It looked like DSH Miller. So that's how he signed the petition to make Jacksonville, Jacksonville.
The petition was denied, but the name Jacksonville, named for the territory's first provisional governor, Andrew Jackson, still caught on. If you frequent the St. Nicholas neighborhood, you may have noticed this historical marker dedicated to Sheril Whitehouse's relative. It says David Miller first settled here in 1799 and then surveyed the streets of Jacksonville in June of 1822. That's the exact month and year that the petition was signed. Given Andrew Jackson's controversial legacy, ideas about renaming the city have been tossed around but have made little traction. With the bicentennial event this weekend, Whitehouse says it's a celebration for the city as a whole and those who call it home.
Whether you're an original descendant of some of the people there, or if you're just moving into town, you're part of the story now. And you're continuing the legacy.
So they may say, what's in a name? It turns out, a lot. And Whitehouse says she is planning to make it down to Jacksonville for the celebration. Her hope is that her mother will be able to join her. She says she is looking forward to marking the occasion. It says Jacksonville forever will always be her hometown. Reporting live this morning, Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.